बारे में थोड़ा सा विस्तृत जानकारी दें नरेंद्र जी। ये कार्यक्रम किस लिए आयोजित किया गया?
ये कार्यक्रम आयोजित किया गया है कि जो राज्य सरकार का बजट है, आवंटन जो हुआ है, और इसमें जो अनुसूचित जाति और अनुसूचित जनजाति के जनसंख्या के आधार पर बजट आवंटन होना चाहिए था, जो कि अभी नहीं हो रहा है। जो बजट हो भी रहा है आवंटन, उसका जो है डाइवर्ट कर देते, इधर उधर जो है खर्च कर देते हैं, तो सही से उसका खर्च भी नहीं करते हैं। बहुत सी ऐसी भी योजनाएं हैं जिनमें पिछली बार पैसा दिया था, इस बार बिल्कुल नहीं दिया है। तो हम ये चाह रहे हैं कि जो है इसमें पूरा आवंटन जनसंख्या के आधार पे आवंटन होना चाहिए, और जिन मद में पैसा दिया जाए उसी मद में पैसा खर्च भी किया जाना चाहिए।
जो स्टेट ऑब्लिगेशन है शेड्यूल कास्ट एंड शेड्यूल ट्राइब के प्रति, उसको बजटरी टर्म्स में ये कितना फुलफिल कर रहा है स्टेट, उसको हम पब्लिक डोमेन में लाना चाहते हैं।
कहाँ से कौन कौन आ रहा है
इसमें प्रदेश स्तर से NGO, एक्टिविस्ट्स, पॉलिटिकल स्कॉलर्स एंड ब्यूरोक्रेट्स रिटायर्ड जो हैं, वो जिनको ब्यूरोक्रेसी का पूरा एक्सपीरियंस है, वे इस बात को भी शेयर करेंगे कि उन्होंने जितना नज़दीक से ब्यूरोक्रेसी को देखा है, ब्यूरोक्रेसी का क्या ऑब्लिगेशन है। जब पॉलिटिकल डिसीजन हो गया कि नहीं शेड्यूल कास्ट को बजट का एक हिस्सा दिया जाएगा उनकी जनसंख्या के अनुपात में, तो एग्जीक्यूटिव उसको इम्प्लीमेंट क्यों नहीं कर रहा है? उसके सामने क्या दिक्कतें हैं जिसकी वजह से वो कोताही बरत रहा है और चीज़ों को तोड़ मोड़ कर पेश कर रहा है?
वो कौन कौन सी योजनाएं हैं जिसमें SCP का पैसा डाइवर्ट किया गया है, जिसमें आपको लगता है कि पैसा सही मायने में दलितों की तरफ नहीं जा रहा है?
अब इसको समझने के लिए हमको स्टेट बजट का जो ऑब्जेक्ट हेड है उस पर गौर से देखना पड़ेगा। आप मोटे तौर पर देखेंगे तो आपको लगेगा कि शेड्यूल कास्ट को पैसा जा रहा है और सारे बजट हेड्स में जा रहा है, मैक्सिमम बजट हेड्स जो में जा रहा है। लेकिन जो वेलफेयर प्रोग्राम्स की जो चीज़ें हैं, जहाँ डायरेक्ट बेनिफिट टू इंडिविजुअल, फैमिली एंड हैमलेट, शेड्यूल कास्ट के परिवार, व्यक्तियों और बस्तियों को जो फ़ायदा होने वाले जो प्रोग्राम्स हैं, उसमें इनको पैसा नहीं जा रहा है ऑब्जेक्ट हेड में। उदाहरण के लिए आप लेंगे तो कैपिटल फॉर्मेशन के लिए एनिमल हस्बेंड्री में आप देखेंगे तो उनमें इनको पैसा नेग्लिजिबल है। माइनर इरिगेशन में जाएंगे तो नेग्लिजिबल है। नरेगा में आप जाएंगे तो उसमें देखेंगे कि सैलरी एंड वेज कंपोनेंट्स ये शामिल कर रहे हैं, जो कि अकॉर्डिंग टू SCP मैंडेट ये अलाउड नहीं है।
Budget, UP government budget of 2011 and 12.
Before I go into the concerns, UP we must appreciate is the first state who have followed most of the budgeting norms that are meant for the special component plan and tribal plan. The allocation is as per the population. The accounting procedures, the accounting head is there. All the allocations have been brought into one book, and allocations are also towards the broader development on paper. Now the concern is implementation of the plan. Number one, about a third of the budget is being spent for social security and basic education. Now if you're going to spend a third on our social security and basic education, the amount that we need to spend for the overall development, for the higher education, for the development of the industrial and the economic development of the families, and also to take part in the cutting edge economy in the growth sectors, there it is coming very little. And we are not able to track how this particular aspect needs to be taken up. And I think that is the major concern is the one. The second major concern is the nodal officers which are supposed to be appointed for the implementation of the special component plan, for actually involving in the planning of the SCP and TSP, have not been functional. The third, the community which is supposed to take this is not participating in the development of the plan, and this is our major aspect, that we must make sure that in the evolving of the plan, especially the district plan, there has to be a clear demands coming from the community, and the flows are actually flowing to the development of the SCs and STs. This is where we'll have to track.
This is on your concerns. How would you like to demand to the government of UP?
The first demand is the special component plan in its separate book has to be made public. Second, the entire nodal officers, there are supposed to be 80 nodal officers who are to have been appointed under the special component plan, the budget book says. Now, they need to be functional. And third, the major part of the development should go into the economic development of the community and in the growth sectors of the economy of UP. I think that needs to be a major, and in higher education.
And what kind of monitoring function you would like to suggest or to demand?
See, there has to be a state monitoring committee which looks at both and the entire budget and expenditure cycle for special component plan and tribal supply. So the state monitoring committee has to be made functional, and the respected members of the Legislative Assembly as well as civil society organizations need to be selected in such a way that they are not only there but they actually function as the monitoring committees. District monitoring committees for the implementation of the special component plan and tribal supply need to be made functional.
As far as the various development concerns, the government is coming with the R&R policy, government is coming with Social Security Act, now government is coming with the education, the common education system and various other things. How you would relate with the Dalits?
Yeah, definitely in all these, there have to be a clear, not only mechanism, but a priority. First of all, wherever Dalit lands are being occupied or taken, there has to be a very powerful mechanism, first of all, not to encroach on those lands, but see how they can become part of the projects that are being taken up. Now, secondly, that in all the R&R policy and in the common school system, the quality of education for the Dalit children has to be in such a way it brings them on par with the general, and also non-discrimination needs to be included at all levels, both at school, the teachers, and in the way they are experiencing in the school, playground, society. Now, those aspects need to be taken up very strongly.
Land distribution is long pending demand from the Dalits, and government of UP has already ensured up to certain level. How do you relate that demands with the budget? How you can visualize and can meet all these demands within the budget?
See, we've given a basket of schemes here, and one of the first demand is every year 1 lakh of families need to be given, 1 lakh of landless families of the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. Scheduled caste, because in UP we have a large number of scheduled caste families, need to be given 5 acres of land. Now, this can either come from the common properties, this can come from the government land that is already there, or you will have to see wherever it is not possible to see how purchase can be done. Now, that land reforms need to be implemented with the political will, but then now there is sufficient money here for us to get directly into those aspects.
Now, there is a Jawaharlal Nehru Urban Renewal Mission scheme under which that urbanization and the urban development is very much concerned. Now there is a issues which are addressed by the government and various civil society for the urban poor. How you can see Dalits within this urban poor?
We've looked at the urban poor in mega cities like Delhi, and now here we are beginning to examine.
In UP, around 7 cities has been identified under the Jawaharlal Nehru Urban Renewal Scheme.
Yeah. See, there is further direct, clear pushing out of Dalits in the urban areas, where their location is very vulnerable areas, disaster prone areas. Not only disaster prone, health-wise, health and other hazardous areas are being located. The civic amenities like water, housing, link roads, and health is a deplorable conditions in most of the urban cities. Then thirdly, the levels of education that is available, quality education that is available, is so much wanting. I mean, they need so much of improvement. Water and electricity, it's a major problem. They are not have clean drinking water, and therefore we welcome this special focus on the urban areas. But again, you know, you have the tool here. You have special complement plan, which can clearly identify where the Dalits are in the inner cities, and have very clear targeted programs of making sure that their health hazards as entitlements can be given, and that needs to be done in the urban renewal programs.
Thank you.